In the heart of the city, where dreams come alive, B-Up's on the mic with that fire in his eyes. From the court to the field, every game, every fight, he's the voice of the struggle under stadium lights. He's seen the highs and the lows, the wins and the pain, every triumph and tear, every loss in the rain. But through it all, he stands tall, never backs down, with a heart full of love for this sports-loving town. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. Every story, every glory, every promise we keep. From the love of the game to the struggles we face, he's the voice of the people in the sacred space. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. There's love in the air for the game and the grind, for the players who hustle, leaving it all behind. Through the sweat and the tears, the blood and the fight, be what tells the story.
What's going on, people? Hey. What's going on, people? You're watching Sports Talk with D Watts on this Friday night. Colorado versus the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. We took a loss. Man, did we look bad. We look bad. Georgia Tech beat us in every phase of the game, family. All right, let me see who all in here. Let me give a shout out before I go on my rant. What's going on? Brandon Penn, that defense, man. that defense is not what we thought it was gonna be. What's going on? I'm here, I little 60. I'm here. I'm coming. Y'all ain't gotta worry about that. I'm coming. I'm coming. Hit that like button. Hit that like button for me. What's going on, Wayne Hood? Jam Entertainment, what's going on? Andrew, what's up? George, what's up? Man, Ben, George, everybody's in here. Kimberly Hall, let's go on. Yeah, we got to talk about this thing in fact. We got to talk about it. There's a lot went on that shouldn't have went on. There's a lot went on that shouldn't have went on. Man, I can't believe Georgia Tech turned the ball over 3 times in the first quarter, and we still couldn't have and then get for 7 points. You can look at the offensive coordinator, Pat Sherman play calling is questionable. The defense couldn't stop the run. That quarterback ran for almost 150 yards on us. I'm just trying to tell you, y'all. But at the end, the defense got together, but the offense just wasn't looking good. K. Salter, he my dog. But he was overthrown. He should have ran when he wouldn't have ran, but I'm still gonna ride with him. Still gonna ride with McKay Salter. They got a lot of things they got to work on because when Georgia Tech turned that ball over in the first half, when Georgia Tech turned that ball over, that first turnover on that second down, when K Salt ran up and overthrew, who's that in the end zone? Number 9, Cecile Brown. K Salt should have ran that ball for the first down. K Salter should have ran the ball for the first down on that right side. And then on the left side, he kept going outside when he should have cut it up on the second offensive line. So I'm just saying, they got a lot to work on. They got a lot to work on, especially on the defensive front. The linebackers did not play good. They just couldn't stop that quarterback. That quarterback ran all over him. Yeah, Brent was playing defense by himself. For some reason, it's just like A1 Sport 999. Hey, I was calling for Juju in the second half. I said, K-Saw the overthrown. I said, what's wrong with K-Saw? That pressure, y'all. it got to be that pressure. Yeah, that first game. That first game, something else, man. That first game, something else. They got a lot to work on, family. They got a lot to work on. We're going to talk about it, though. We're going to talk about it because, man, they played like straight garbage today. I said, what team this is? Yeah, that's right. Salter trying, it's like he was trying to work on his throwing instead of just being K Salter. I said, K Salter, you could have ran for that. He could have ran for the first time. He could have, man, he could have just, man, I don't know what. I don't know. Hey, maybe them bright lights got to him. K Salter had plenty of chances of running the ball to keep the chains moving. All you want to do is keep the chains moving. Coach Prime preached down and distant, down and distant. And then the end, when they had the ball, they left 2 times out in their pocket. Why not use your timeout? That's what you got them for. And the bubble screen, throwing the ball behind the line of scrimmage again. I kept trying to tell y'all they were going to run them same plays that they ran last year, and that stuff just don't work. When we went out there on our first drive, they throw that ball to Q6. Man, that dude jumped that and tackled him for it. Man, he had a 4-yard loss on that. Them plays don't work, Pat Sherman. Bubble screens don't work. They don't work. You got Cecile Brown. You got JoJo Williams. You got Omarion Miller. They didn't even attempt to throw the ball to them. They did not make not one attempt. I'm saying that's the offense coordinator and Pat Sherman. Pat Sherman and K Salter, I think Omarion Miller caught one pass on one attempt. I don't even think that he threw the ball to Cecile Brown one time. I don't know what to say about this team, y'all. I don't know. Georgia Tech wasn't doing anything but just running the ball. Running the ball in space, throwing it to the running back out of backfield, and that quarterback just running the ball. Running the ball. Just running the ball. And number 5 on defense, R.J. Johnson, he ain't got no business on that field, y'all. Yeah, I'm just being honest with you. He ain't got no. I'm gonna see. So what y'all think about the game? Buck $2. Also scared to run. Georgia Tech quarterback was. Yeah, that's what it looked like. That's exactly what it looked like. He wouldn't run the ball. For some reason. Looked like he was trying to work on his passing. You believe see a quarterback run sideways like Salter? Yeah, I had that last play. I don't know what he was doing on that. I don't know. They got a lot of things they got to work on, y'all. They do. They got a lot of things they got to work on. A1 Sports. Yeah. I will call it from there. I said, man, push the ball downfield. You got wide receivers that's out there, so why not use them? We didn't attempt to throw the ball. I got to find out super chat. Be watch real talk. You trust Salter to throw downfield more? Sherman tried not to expose Salter. That boy ain't it. To me, he is. I believe if they could have just let him be soft. He wasn't soft. He could throw. They didn't trust him. Salter looked like they didn't trust him. That's what it looked like. Juju need to play Salter, ain't it? I knew that at halftime, Stephen. I don't think Juju could have did that. He couldn't have did that. Only thing I can see is that they got to change. They got to change their offensive play call. Salter did not lose this game. No, he didn't lose. It was the defense couldn't get off the field, and when they had them 3 turnovers, you got to look at the play call. The play call. It's the play call. You got to get out there, man. They didn't get the ball to Amarion Miller one time. One time. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. No target. Cecile Brown, no target. Play calling was suspect all through the game. It was. It was. I was always on my squad. I just hate when we lose. Yep, I hate when we lose. The defense played really well. I mean, they got 3 turnovers. Anytime you win the turnover battles, you're supposed to win the game. You're supposed to win the game if you win the turnover ball. They turned the ball over 3 times in the first 3 possessions, and Colorado didn't score for 1 time. 7 points. That was it. We had the ball on their side of the field, and we couldn't even score. We didn't even attempt to push the ball downfield to the wide receiver, or Marion Miller, or the tight end. They kept running on bubble screen. That stuff ain't gonna work. Throwing the ball to the running back out of the backfield. No, 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 no. They trying to play. Then they call a play that throw the ball to JoJo Williams, and they wanted him to throw the ball. I said, that if they want your wide receiver to throw the ball, you need to put a quarterback in there that's gonna throw the ball. Then you're gonna do that. That's just me. We got 2-minute weapons for that junior varsity playbook. Hey, exactly what it was, man. A1 Sport, you're right, man. They should at least attempt to throw the ball to JoJo Williams or Marion Miller or Cecile Brown, Draylon Miller. I seen Draylon Miller drop the ball over there on the sideline. I said, man, what's really going on? What's really going on with Colorado? Oh, man, look like it's going to be a long year, y'all. What's going on? Offense didn't get into a rhythm, none whatsoever. They couldn't get in no rhythm. What happened to all them wide receivers on the last play? Hey, exactly. They threw the ball to the shortest person on the field. That was Draylon Miller. When you got a 6'5" wide receiver, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I like the way Michael Welch ran the ball. Michael Welch, he ran the ball real well between the tackles. He ran. So that's another bright spot that I like. And that defensive line, man, we just couldn't stop the running game. That dude was big, man. He ran all over Colorado. He did. We couldn't stop him. We couldn't stop him, y'all. So what y'all think? Put it down in the comment section. What y'all think about the whole situation? They got they got to they gotta do something going forward. They gotta do something. I knew this was gonna be a hard test because Georgia Tech, let's go up front, man. Them big old offensive line, and that big old running back. Look here. It's one game. It's just one game. We just got to see going forward how they got to bounce back. They got to bounce back. They can lose one more, but after that, they can't lose down another. They cannot lose not one more. They can't lose down another. They just can't. So I don't know. Reverend Nelson said, I don't know what that was tonight. That was sad, real sad, real sad. Running game was good. Running game good. Just that passing game was off. Shadua cover up a lot of Sherman play calling. Man, that play call, man. This is our wake up call. Next game will be winning. They got to do something. They got to do something. They got to do something, y'all. They got to do something better than what they did last night. Tonight. This ain't it. This ain't it. So it looked like they weren't prepared, man. The coaching staff, I don't know what's going on. They call short passes because Salter is not accurate. How many overthrows we seen tonight? Be what? I mean, he did some overthrows. I'm not gonna say he didn't. He did. Look like the game was too fast for him or something. He just wasn't comfortable for some reason. You ain't got to worry about me talking about no Heisman Trophy no more. And you ain't finna be in no Heisman playing like that. He got to get it together. He got to get it together. Yeah, he just got to get it together. So, in order for them to win, it starts with your quarterback play. They didn't do nothing with the turnover, ran out of gas. That's the, that's what the game was lost at. They had a chance to do everything they could with those turnovers, and they couldn't score for one time. Couldn't, they couldn't score for one time. And if you look at the overall picture, the defense, man, they gave you three turnovers. Anytime your defense gives you three turnovers, you got to score. You must score. You must score in football. So the play calling was Hunter. He said the play calling was real bad, big dog. A lot of new players must learn to play together as a complete team. Yeah, but man, Georgia Tech wasn't doing nothing that special, you know. Uh, God, dog, yeah. I can't understand why they ain't called them timeout at the end to go down that field on the last play, you know. That's just me, you know. That's what I saw. So why didn't Prime? I don't know what that is. What you talking about? Should do it was that saving like yeah. It's gonna be a long year, man. It's gonna be a long. I think the offense will be okay, but the defense worried me. They just can't stop the run. They can't stop the quarterback run. They just couldn't. For some reason, it's a lot of things they can work on. They're gonna have to work on. We went away from the run to play calling and suspect passing. It didn't look good. Penalties and key errors is why they lost the key game. Yeah, they had some bad penalties. Who that? Who started off? Uh, Paul. Deion Paul's got a pass interference, and that killed the drive. Somebody else got a penalty on the drive, and that killed it too. So it's just too much. Too much. They gave Georgia Tech a lot of chances, man. There was no real passing game, none whatsoever. Maybe we can't read the field. Yeah, we didn't have no passing game at all. None. They didn't try to pass the ball, make it so fast. They did not try to. They not even try to pass, and that was very disappointing. Piss poor play calling, D line, no gap discipline, saw to bad decision, terrible clock. Hey, you said it all. Appreciate it. It's good. You said it all. Everything you said is exactly what happened. Everything you said is exactly what happened. Miami said Sherman keep playing prime. We'll fire him. Hey, that didn't look good. They didn't look good. They didn't look good at all on TV, man. They didn't look good at all. Why would Deion Sanders leave two times out on the board? Yeah, they left him two times out too. They did. They couldn't stop our run. That quarterback, he was too small. I ain't no case I was gonna play like that, man. He just kept overthrowing. I said, dog. I don't know. I don't know. They got to do something to straighten it out. They still got to come back and play. The defense was on the field a long time, PC. They was on that field too long. Too long. Yeah. That was hard, man. It was hard for me to watch, y'all. The offense just couldn't help them out for nothing. For nothing. For nothing. We lost, but disrespect yeah. Yeah. Salty killed the game. No, Salty didn't kill the game. It's just too much. Too much went wrong. Not enough right. We couldn't stop the run. The passing game wasn't that good, and too many penalties and they weren't disciplined. The same thing that we've been talking about for Colorado, stopping the run. We couldn't get off the field. If Georgia Tech hadn't turned that ball over three times in the first half, they probably would have blew Colorado out. They probably would have blew Colorado out. They just didn't have no. It looked like they didn't have no game plan. It's like they didn't have no game plan going into the game. But hey, it is what it is. They got to put this game behind them and get ready for the Big 12 now. playing against the clock and you have timeouts available, time management, you everything you got. Yeah. I don't understand why Coach Prime had 2 times out and wouldn't use them. That's all. Case Salter, when he ran that scramble toward the sideline, he could have got the first down and just went down and called timeout to save the clock. But he kept running. I'm not giving up. No, I'm not giving up on them. I believe they can come back. That's football. It happens. They just got to go in there and correct what went wrong. What they got to go in there and correct what went wrong because, hey, the defense at the end, where the defense in the beginning, shit, they get. I don't know what else you want. They gave you the ball 3 times. The defense gave Colorado the ball 3 times in the first half. First 3 drives of Georgia Tech, it was 2 fumbles and an interception, and that's what the game was lost. That's what the game. We couldn't capitalize on that. We could not capitalize on the turnovers. That's what we got to do. That's what we got to do. I just want to win. They could have won that game. They should have blown Georgia Tech out. They should have blown them out. The first half, that game should have been over, especially, I'm going to keep saying it. Them 3 turnovers, that should have been at least 14 points. At least 14 points. That's what the game was lost at. That's what the game was lost at, family. I'm just keeping it real. Keeping it real. Didn't use the timeouts, crazy bad play call. Man, it was horrible, Charles. Horrible. 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 Yeah, everybody got to take the blame on this one. No play action, bad offensive play call. Yeah, they didn't do none of that. They just kept running that dive play. That dive play. K-Saw take the ball, hand it to him, and that was it. Ain't no motion. Ain't no guard pulling. And every time they threw the ball to a running back out of the backfield or them bubble screen. They did not push the ball downfield. Can't push. You got to push the ball downfield. Man, you got to capitalize on the turnovers. Anytime your defense give you the ball on their side, you must take advantage of it. And they did. Pat Sherman and his offense did not take advantage of the turnover that defense gave. So that's all I'm saying. They got to do something different. They got to do something different. You got to do something different. Yeah, they got to do something different, man. The play calling, we can say play calling all we want, but you just got to do better. It looked like they didn't want it. They didn't want it. Looked like they didn't want it. I didn't like how the game was going. Totally. After them 3 turnovers and we couldn't score, I said, this ain't good. Because Georgia Tech did not have no problem moving that ball up and down on the field on Colorado defense. They didn't get no resistance. The only time they couldn't run the ball, they turned it over. But other than that, shit, the next 4 possessions that Georgia Tech had, they scored 2 touchdowns and 2 field goals. The next 4 possessions. We couldn't stop them from doing nothing. Nothing. And Robert Livingston, you need to make some good decisions, some good changes out of the second half. For some reason, it didn't work. And number 5, R.J. Johnson, I don't know what he's doing out there. I don't know what he was doing out there. He didn't make no time. Now, linebacker. Now, French, I like French. French played good. That number 40, when he came in, Myers, he played good too. 6'5" did not use him one time. He didn't catch not one time. Not one pass. I said, man, what is they doing? They need to shallow to put that quarterback in that medical. Yeah. I'm scared to hit. Stoudemire, the biggest thing out there. Stoudemire, the biggest thing out there in the back. He ain't made no time. No. Defense Couldn't cause no fun. Yeah. Right, RJ, man, don't know. Hey, he ain't got no business out there, bro. He ain't got no business out there. Yeah. Lots of shoestring tigers they need to be hit and wrapping up. That ain't want to hit. Shiloh gone too, Bull. Yeah, he gone. He gone, sis. Did the play call and get too conservative? Uh, they're just too vanilla. I mean, shit, they running them plays, they run down there and wreck ball. You run them plays down there and wreck ball. Yeah, I told them they gonna start being. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Wayne Hood, I'm with you, big dog. I'm with you. Ain't had no business out there. I said, dog, they let Ben start the game. I said, geez. But hey, I told that how Coach Prime rolls sometimes, you know. We oh my God, we lost the game and one those I'm salty. Yeah. I throw my salt shaker away. Yeah. Ain't no salt shaker. Oh man. We have to lower our expectation for this year team. Yeah, that what it looked like. No assignment, football to hit King every play, and K-Soft had issue with throwing. Hey, he did. He was off, man. He was off. He was off. He was off. I ain't think K-Soft was gonna go out there and be that off. He couldn't hear the dude. I mean, standing right in the front of him. Yeah. I mean, yeah. They lose two more games. You gonna see Juju. Yeah. Yeah. They lose two more. They lose the next two. Okay, so that's it for him. That's it. That's it. Yeah. It's the first game. They got to see. I understand how the first game is. They got to see who can play in what type of situation. And after that, hey, you got to roll with your best players on the field at all times. We left two tiers. Hey, on them two turnovers, you must score. You got to score. Yeah, you got to score. Yep, you got to score. You got to score. Hey, the play calling was horrible, man. It was horrible. The play calling was horrible. It was horrible. I'm just being honest with you. I don't like to, since I've been a coach, I don't like to trash another coach, but hey, look like the play. Hey, it is what it is. Y'all saw the game. I ain't got to tell you everything that you saw. I saw. Play calling was horrible. K Salter passing game was terrible for some reason. He overthrew. I don't know. He was nervous. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I don't know exactly what happened. But they gotta fix it. They must fix it if they still want to play in that Big 12 championship. They still can get there, but they gotta come out and play, man. That defense, man, I was shocked at the way the defense responded. Uh B Watts, I told you that ran out of gasoline and South want to be hey, man, it's crazy. K Salter had plenty of chance of running that football, but he chose to try to throw it. He just wasn't being himself. If he could just be himself. I mean, I can't make no. Yeah, that would it seemed like. I agree with you. It's hard. That would it seemed like. That's what it seemed like. It seemed like he was nervous. It seemed like it was just too many overthrows and the play calling just terrible. That play calling was just terrible. It's just terrible to me. Play calling was messed up bad. Watts, stop blaming the coaching staff. Salter isn't ready for this level. He has no quarterback skills. I ain't gonna say all that. What's up, JR? That was a tough loss tonight. That was an ugly loss tonight, big dog. That was an ugly loss. That was a real ugly loss. We got out physical up front. I was watching Jordan C one time. He was just standing up and block nobody. And on that play, they tried to run that screen play. When it was third down, that defensive lineman just can't. Boy, he just ran by Xavier Hill and that center. Didn't nobody touch. I said, dog. Yeah. Boy, they gonna man, they keep taking. Hey, if they play like this the entire season, they ain't gonna beat nobody. This game was just ugly, y'all. This thing was ugly, man. It was just ugly. We gotta put this game behind us, man. I hate that. I hate that play to grow to recover from the O line. Yeah, yeah, I hate that. Man, they didn't throw Brown or Miller at all. Hey, that ball didn't go their way. I said, why are they out there if they're not gonna use them? It seems like they're trying to get an identity and they want to be physical and a running team, but that's not their identity. They built their team off wide receiver. Yeah, they got 8 or 10 of them. You got to put them out there. Throw the ball to him. If they don't think K Salter can throw the ball to him, put Juju in there. See what he gonna do. You gotta get your ball. You gotta get your ball to your best player. Omarion Miller, uh, Cecile Brown, JoJo Williams, Isaiah Hart. The ball got to hit your playmaker's hand. You see what Georgia Tech did? They kept that ball in their playmaker hand. That quarterback and that running back. King and that quarterback, Hayes. Hayes and King. They kept the ball in their hand every play. Every play. Now I like the way Michael played. I even like the way Pierce ran the ball. Number 26. He ran the ball pretty good. Trackhawk did good with the ball in space. They just couldn't get it together. We could not get in the rhythm on offense. They don't have no identity. They don't know if they want to run, be a running team. And you got too many wide receivers not to be passed. You got to find your identity. I know you're trying to prove a point that you're going to run the ball because you got Marshall falling on them. But sometimes you run, it seems like the first down, they run and get a good play, right? Then the second down, they try to run it again and stall them or they lose yard. And after that, it's over with. It was over with. K Salter had plenty chance to run. I don't know why he wouldn't take off. If K Salter just kept the change moving. Just kept the chain moving. I seen 3 plays. The field was wide open. K Salter could have ran. He didn't do it. I guarantee when he look at them films, he gonna see it. When they go back and look at them films, he gonna see it. When he tried to throw that ball to Cecile Brown, he overthrew him. Yeah, he could have ran the ball for 20 yards. And then came back on that second turnover they got on third down. K Salter ran all outside. He could have cut that ball up the field, could have gained about 20 yards. Wide open. But he kept going on around. So that's why I'm at on that. Yeah, that play call. Yeah, Pat. I was at time, Pat Sharp. Hey, I might have to agree with y'all. That thing they got ugly, boy. I said, man, it got ugly, big dog. The defense gave Pat Sherman 3 turnovers. 3 turnovers, family, on the first 3 drives. They didn't score for 7 points. You're not going to, if your defense win the turnover battle, your team should win the game, period. That game should have been over in the first quarter. They had them. They had them. Called Arden Walker were coming off that end in that first quarter. Arden Walker and Cray, Montavious Sprint, they was all in the backfield. Every play, the first 3 drives, they were hyped up. They gave us the ball, but guess what? Pat Sherman and K Salter didn't come to the party. They did not come to the party and take advantage of those turnovers. That was Coach Prime upset about. The offense couldn't get clicking. Well, when Coach Prime was over there and he had the offense in that huddle, I already know. I've been an offensive coordinator. I've been a head coach. Your defense give you 3 turnovers. The first quarter, the first half, you should score. They're right there on the 30 and 40-yard line. You should score all 3 chances and put that game away. It would have been over with. Nothing said. That game would have been over the first 3 quarters. The first 3 plays should have been 21-0. game over. Game over. Man, you got to take advantage of that. You got a 6'5" wide receiver by the name of Steele Brown. Omarion Miller, 6'2", 6'1", 200 pounds. Didn't even try to throw the ball to him. Didn't even look for him. Why? What the hell are they out there for? They gonna fuck around and hit that transfer portal next year. We're gonna be looking crazy. You gotta get your playmakers the ball. Get your playmakers the ball. Them bubble screens and all of that. That shit for the damn little league, 11, 12-year-old. They see, that's why the NFL draft don't fuck with I'll be honest, don't fuck with Colorado. Because they keep trying to run this simple shit. And then you get label going into the NFL draft that you're dumb and you don't know nothing. Only thing you keep hearing about Colorado. They ain't doing that for run bubble screen. You ain't doing that for run bubble screen. That's all they saying. You ain't doing that for run bubble screen. That's all Pat Sherman been doing. Bubble screen. You don't bubble screen for 2 years, and then when you get trying to run to the NFL, they go back and look at your track man and say, shit, you don't know that. Hell, that's why he's slow. Why he's slow? He didn't do that run bubble screen. Man, you got to do something more than that. Your offense got to be something more than that. Look what Georgia Tech was doing. Georgia Tech was motion. Damn, guard and Tyson were pulling this away, pulling that away, faking this away, faking that away, and quarterback will run. Quarterback run. Only thing, if Colorado defense was so smart, right? Check this out. If Colorado's defense was so smart, all they had to do is follow the quarterback. Follow the quarterback. That dude almost rushed for 150 yards. Follow the quarterback. He gonna have the ball. He got the ball. I don't know. When they said they were practicing, they were watching film. What damn film? Who they were watching? They themselves? You couldn't have been watching Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech showed you in the film what they were gonna do. They showed us what they was going to do. Follow the quarterback. Follow the man with the ball. And Pat Sherman, all you have to do is look to see what Georgia Tech was doing with that quarterback and use Case Salter the same way. Tell Case Salter, boy, listen, look at him. Damn, they're throwing the ball, run the ball. You could have ran the ball. It's 3 plays you could have ran on. I was looking at. Could have kept the chains moving. Could have kept the chains moving. And then at the end of the game, Coach Prime took two, not one, 2 times out back into the clubhouse at the end of the game. They took 2 times out back into the clubhouse. And they like college football say, hey, you can use these in that game. No, you can't. That's on Coach Prime and Case Salter. Case Salter should have never tried to run out of bounds. Only thing, he had the first down. Go down, time out. That's awareness. Time management, clock management, awareness. Come on, Case Salter, you've been playing 4 years in college football. You must know that. You must know that. You got to know that. You the leader. You the leader of the team, and y'all got to make plays. Got to make plays. Got to make plays when the third down. Man, I just don't know. What's up? What's up? What's going on? SB, what's up? Steve said first half he had 3. Yeah. The noise was getting to him too. Yeah. I mean, Miss Karen, if the noise is getting to Case Salter at home, he gonna catch hell on the road. What the hell they gonna do on the road? What are the Colorado gonna do on the road if he can't hear at home when it was quiet when we had the ball? That's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a problem. So we'll see. They must straighten that out going forward. They got to straighten it out going forward. Now, yeah, It's some things on defense that it's some things on defense Robert Livingston got to change up. Now, to me, I kept telling y'all, Georgia Tech gonna be their hardest game they play. Georgia Tech was going to be the hardest game they play because Georgia Tech is physical up front and they run the ball. And our problem is gonna be we ain't gonna be no tight. Now, if you look at they quarterback and they running back, and you look at the back end of our defense, we small, y'all. We were real small. I knew they weren't gonna be able to handle that quarterback once he got past the line of scrimmage. Once that quarterback, Georgia Tech quarterback, got past the linebackers, we small on the back end. If Stoudemire ain't coming up here, ain't nobody else gonna come and hit that big old dude. They hit that R.J. Johnson and Preston Hard hit that quarterback on the last touchdown on the 3-yard line. They bounced off that big old dude. He went right on in the end zone. He went right on in the end zone. So if we play a quarterback about the size of this dude right here, they're gonna have a problem with it. We ain't big enough. We ain't physical enough. We're not big and physical enough. I thought we were big. I thought we were physical, but it just didn't show up in this game. Georgia Tech did everything. I mean, everything. Georgia Tech did everything they wanted to do on offense. They turned the ball over 3 times and still won. That's unheard of. That's unheard of in football, baby. That's unheard of. It just is. That 3rd and 18 was almost a disaster. No way that, hey, you right. You right. They got a lot of things to work on. I knew it when they didn't convert on 3 turnovers. It was so, hey, I said the same thing. It can't be over. Yeah, I said once Georgia Tech get the lead, ain't no coming back the way they playing. It just ain't. It just ain't. Pat Sherman gonna make them lose juju. I hope not, man. He gonna make them lose a whole lot of them. Get 100 yards from the wide receiver and run the rock as needed. They got to throw the ball to the wide receiver. They didn't try to attempt to throw the ball downfield. They want to run the ball with the running back and throw the short pass to the running back. They even let JoJo Williams try to throw a ball. I said, damn, I would let Juju came in if you ain't want Case Sauce to do it. They ran to the right side after big play on the left side. Yeah. Uh, I'm just, hey, they need to hurry up and get out of this game and get to a next week and win next weekend. They got to clear their minds out of this game, let it go, and move on. It was hard. It was like they just gave up at the end. Our coach Prime didn't have no confidence in Pat Sherman. I don't know what Pat Sherman was doing. Next week should be, but yeah, no sort of problem is CU don't believe in wrapping up. They want Tiger up top and keep dragged all day. They are in trouble though. Yeah, that was weird, real weird. How you doing, Miss Smiley Mom? But going forward, they gotta get right. They can't be acting like can't get right. Now they gotta do better. I didn't understand the fleek flicker to JoJo. Hey, I didn't either. Yeah, I said, what? I said, man, that's crazy. Why you didn't let your quarterback do it? If he couldn't do it, put Case out. Juju in. I believe Pat Sherman, he panicked too. That's who panicked. Pat Sherman, one who panicked. Coach going to have to tighten up. Too many penalties again. Lot of penalties, Miss Cameron Hall. Yep, lot of penalties. Our last 3 minutes, they were throwing incomplete passes and not eating up no clock. So we'll see how it goes next time. And man, that's a bad loss. That's a bad loss, family. That's a bad loss. CC said what? I love CC said pat on the clock like boy, yeah, hey. Ooh we wait come Monday. Coach Brown going rip into that new go. Hey, yeah, Fred got out, man. He balled, man. He balled. He balled. He balled, y'all. He balled. I can't take that from Frank. Frank was in the game. You got to get French was in the game, man. He played his heart out, man. Big Barnes, I seen Big Barnes back there. He did good. I just didn't like nothing. I didn't like nothing. How I just couldn't understand that they had them turnovers and couldn't capitalize on 'em. God, that throws me there, y'all. That throws me there. They got to put this game behind them fast, y'all. They got to put this game behind them fast. They got to put them behind them fast. All right, Thomas, that's it. I'm gonna get off this thing. Hey, ain't nothing to talk about. Ain't nothing to talk about. It ain't nothing to talk about. It's over. Need someone managing clock and timeout. Boy, it was horrible, man. It was horrible, big dog. It was horrible. K-Soft was nervous to run. I don't know what kind of K-Soft. Don't run the play with that. All you gotta do is just go on and go. They was there. None of it make no sense. It ain't. It ain't. I'm finna go, man. It's after midnight. Appreciate y'all tonight. Appreciate you rocking. Appreciate the super chats. Appreciate everything that y'all do. I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right. Oh no, I might not be able to come on live tomorrow. I got to do something with my friend. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what time I'm gonna be back. But anyway, hey, what? Gee, yeah, hey, yeah, you're right, big dog. The gang gave me a headache, bro. You're right. But y'all be easy, man. Be easy, be easy, be easy, be easy, man. Be easy tonight.